Last one didn't work. Welcome to the Midnight Gaming Council. I am your host, Chris Patters, and here with me today is Woozie. How's it going, dude?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, alright. So, on today's episode, we're talking about games we played on the high school computers. Or games we played in high school, I guess.
Yes.
We finished high school like 10 years ago, so just to give you guys a time frame of what the computers were like then, they all ran Windows XP.
Yes.
Yeah, actually they all did, even when I was, because I started school at that school a couple of years before you,
Yep.
at least. Even then they had XP. So
Yes.
maybe I think when I started in 2003, they must have just got the computers, or maybe a year before or
Yeah,
something.
they probably just upgraded them.
Yeah, well, maybe they didn't have anything before then, because the school was relatively new at that point,
Yeah.
like 5 years or so. But yeah, Windows XP, which came out in 2001. So
Yep.
they had the big, massive monitors like this. Didn't even have the flat screens at that time, I don't think.
Yeah, they came after.
Some of the computers did, some didn't, depending what computer
Depending on
you
which
were in or something.
room.
Because you had the library.
Yep.
You had various IT rooms.
Yeah, there was about 6 IT rooms.
Something like that eventually, yeah.
Yep.
There was one at where the primary school section was that we just sort of
Never
really
used.
went into, yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
a couple of classes, but we didn't really use it. There was the design and tech rooms as well.
Yes.
Yes. Which had the SolidWorks program on there for those people who took up that class.
Yep.
There was a couple in the BCE high school area, in the year 10 to 12. There was 2?
There was
Three.
3.
It was 3. Plus study
A couple of couple of study rooms as well.
So about 4 or 5 rooms there, probably 5. And each room had heaps of computers.
Yes.
So there was computers everywhere, and it was one of the best things to look forward to. It was lunchtime, go on the computers in the library, or if it was a wet weather timetable, go on the computers, or if you were having a class in that room, you just go on the computers anyway. And we just play games, because what else do you use a computer for, right? So there's a few types of games that we play, but we'll go with the ones that we actually played on the computers themselves, which there was a handful. There was Butches, which was a basic, a top-down shooter sort of game. But the good thing about that though was that it was because it was network based. If you had a few people, a couple of friends, load Butches up on a USB. Sometimes it was on a USB actually, because some people did have USB sticks and you just load it up.
Just made it easier.
Oh, way easier, because you couldn't really access the local hard drives on the computers. You could probably put stuff on the desktop, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
But you couldn't access the hard drives, so you had to run stuff off for USB. Later on, one of our mates managed to network the drives and was able to get better shit playing. But yeah, you had Butchers, Pocket Tanks. I remember was a year 7, year 8.
Yeah, that was
as well. That was just a fun sort of basic game.
Yep.
But later on, a couple of years later, was when the proper stuff came on. So you had Delta Force Black Hawk Down.
Yep. Yeah, Red Faction.
And the big one, Halo. That was the one that was just everyone played that. So the great thing about Halo though was that it was it just worked.
Yes.
You just load it up, it worked. Doesn't matter how good or shit the computer was, it still ran. And because it got to the point where so many people were playing it, any time during the day you could just load it up and play a deathmatch or whatever was on. Most of the time it was deathmatch.
It was mostly deathmatch or sometimes team deathmatch.
Yep. Free for all deathmatch.
Yeah.
It wasn't really capture the flag or anything.
No, not really. It wasn't objective based. It was more just get in and kill.
Yeah. And there wasn't even special modes in terms of vehicles only or pistols only or whatever. It was just the basic.
Just didn't care. Just get in and
kill.
kill.
Get in and kill, exactly. And you'd have I forgot what the main limit was in terms of the player size on the maps.
Yeah,
and
I
stuff.
don't remember them.
Maybe it was
much,
24.
Yeah, that seems about right.
12 to 24. It was more than 12.
Yeah.
I think. Because you'd
have a few people playing at the same time.
Oh yeah, because it wasn't just limited to the one classroom you were in either.
Yeah, it was the whole network.
yeah, the whole network was available around the school. So you could start in the music room or whatever, and then there's people in the library who are joining your match
Yes.
and playing as well, trying to not show the teachers and whatnot.
Trying to hide it.
Trying to hide it, exactly. That was a big deal too. Like I remember in year 7 and 8 when we'd sign up to use the computers at lunchtime. You weren't allowed to play games, but because the way the computers were set up, they were set up like so the teachers or the supervisors could see all the computers. But if you're sort of sitting in front of it, you can sort of like
block it a little bit.
Yeah, and if teachers come in, you just like click another window.
Alt tab.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, alt tab. That's exactly right. Because you'd have like because there weren't browser tabs then back in the day. No. You'd have to have windows, like
separate windows.
So you have like one with whatever browser game you're playing, or even if you were playing a proper game like Halo or something, just alt tab and it'll take you back to Microsoft Word or whatever you were supposed to be doing. But yeah, like lunchtime, that was a big thing. That was covert sort of don't show the teachers what we're doing sort of thing. But yeah, in terms of the games again, so Halo, that was the big one for years too.
That one never died out.
It did not at all. And because it ran on all the computers, it was just that was the one to go to and play. Yeah. And the way we play that, of course, is we didn't really have it on USB. It was on a drive somewhere on the server.
Yep.
And our mate, who was an IT freak, would map a shortcut to that drive on the computer you were using, and you just access it from there, because it was like whatever drive it was on the server. Like you couldn't access it normally. It wasn't there in like my computer or whatever.
Yep.
But you make the shortcut and you were able to access it. So Red Faction was another game. We played it a few times, but sometimes it would work properly, sometimes it didn't, depending on the computer you were using. Yeah. Like I remember it just being a bit sort of, like the frames were like 10, 15 frames a second sort of thing. It was just that slow sort of shit. Like I remember Mac Fabian playing it once, like in the study room or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe I was playing it or you were playing it or something. He just comes over and, is that Red Faction? Like, you're damn right it is. Yep. Playing some proper shit here. Because back in those times too, like those games were like relatively new and recent. Yeah. Like it was within 2 or 3 years of it being released. Exactly. And for the time the graphics were good and the physics or whatever, and like Delta Force, for example. When did that come out?
That came in 2003.
2003. So that was a relatively newish one by those standards there. And that worked.
That was pretty decent running on the computers.
It was actually, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It must have scaled really well in terms of its graphics and stuff. It was probably like an older engine maybe, and it just worked. Yeah. It was really nice. And because it didn't have like music or anything in the background sort of playing, it was just It would only get really loud if you like shot, the guns.
Yeah.
Because you could walk around, it was alright and whatnot. The map I remember the most from that, like you played this game way more than I do, obviously. Like you still play it today, more or less. I stopped playing it fucking 10 years ago. But the one I remember most at school for the map was the stadium map.
Yes, the stadium map was pretty popular back then.
I think because it wasn't too difficult to sort of remember the map. It was just sort of like, there's the stadium, the bits around it, which were, it was detailed, definitely. Like there was stuff there. What was the other map that we used to play a lot too?
We used to play
Cracked.
That's it. As a death match.
Yep.
Also known as Panic Attack.
Panic Attack. Okay.
Yep. For team deathmatch. That was another urban type map.
Yeah. Yeah, they're mostly urban maps.
They're mostly urban maps.
I think they're all urban maps. Because you really have like sort of
not all of them were urban, but there were a few urban maps that we always played. So
maybe they were just easy to remember or load or whatever. But we did play Delta Force a fair bit. When we started landing like outside of school a few years later, that was one of the games we did play quite a bit. Just because it was Black Hawk Down.
Easy to set up.
Easy to set up, easy to play. You just
everyone's computers could run it.
Exactly right. And it was like one of those games you didn't need to install.
Yes.
You just run it off the folder.
Yes.
I think that's the reason why these games work so well on the school computers too. Like Halo was the same deal.
Yeah.
You just open up the folder, you open up the game, bang, it worked. Windowed mode, full screen, whatever, just worked. But no one really played in windowed mode because just want the whole screen,
Yeah.
So apart from the main games that we played, we also played browser games.
Yes.
And flash games. But talking about browser games for a sec, the biggest one, at least for me, was Kings of Chaos.
Yes, I remember that game.
If you guys remember Kings of Chaos, it's still around actually.
Yes.
The homepage still looks the same. It's got the same logo and the same races and what have you.
Just updated.
Yeah, well, maybe the stats and stuff, or the way you attack, or just little things like that. But yeah, Kings of Chaos was a big one.
Yeah.
Do you remember the leader? Do you remember the first guy that was always in the leaderboards? In Kings of Chaos.
Among our friends?
No, like just in general.
Just in
Kings
general?
of Chaos. Because back when we were playing it, it was Lord Striker.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, he was like always number one. I remember our friend Ethan was saying some shit about Lord Striker. I don't know what I was making fun of him as he made fun of everyone. But yeah, Kings of Chaos was fucking hell. There was a lot of rip-offs too.
Yes, there were a few.
Do you remember any of the rip-offs?
There was one that was Hellfire, which that was a pretty decent one as well.
Okay.
And then there was Dark Throne.
Oh, yeah, that sounds familiar.
Dark Throne.
I remember another one called Nuclear Wars.
Yes.
But there was a few that were like that too, and it was just like, it was the same browser, so just different colours. It may be like different armies or whatever, and but the same premise. The premise of it was the same. We just enter stats and try and attack, and things like that. There was no animations or whatever. But unlike the Flash games, which were actually proper games, just in your browser. So keeping in mind, this is Windows XP. Like people sort of forget how sort of slow sometimes, these machines were, and they weren't widescreen either. It was just your old school like this thing here. It was pretty much like that, and some of the Flash games. The only one I really remember was Stick Cricket.
Yep. Which is still around.
It is still around, is it?
Yes, it is still around, and they've added multiple games to it as well. So you got Stick Baseball, Stick Soccer, Stick Basketball.
Have they changed the graphics at all? Or is this still very basic, similar?
The graphics have slightly improved in somewhat. Like for Stick Cricket, they've got bigger buildings, more crowd.
Oh, okay, yeah. So they've slightly gone with the times.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Just a little bit by little bit, yeah. No, that makes sense. Oh, that's good. That's good. There was a heap of websites too that you just, the ones that weren't blocked, because some of the websites were blocked at school, obviously.
Of course.
But the ones that weren't blocked, you could, try get on there and try the games, and generally they work.
Yeah.
I don't remember any of them though, to be honest. But some of the websites we were talking about before, like there was Miniclip, was it?
Yep, Miniclip, which is still around.
Nice.
Addicting Games Online.
Addicting Games, I remember that. Yes.
Yep. There was so many.
Did E-Bums World have Flash games on there?
Yes, it did.
That's still around too as well.
Yes.
And
quite a few of them are still around.
Yeah, they've just sort of changed with the times, I think. Like Funny Jug's still around too.
Yep.
But that's just now your typical sort of clickbait sort of site.
Yeah.
Which these were sort of the precursor of, to be honest. Like before MySpace, before YouTube, before all of that, you had like websites like this.
Yes.
Which is where
just with all these Flash games.
Flash games and GIFs and like small videos and just things like that. Now, like it's everywhere. On Facebook, everyone's sharing shit. But back then, you had to go to dedicated websites to play this shit. Like even on Facebook, all the games are on Facebook and stuff too. Like there's so much shit on there. But you have to go to separate websites for that. The games weren't like as good as they are now. A lot of them. They were still pretty decent though. Yeah. Before they were anyway. Like they were probably not as good as like Pocket Tanks and Butches, which were the proper sort of games that were smaller. Yeah. They were very, very similar.
Yeah.
So, funny story about Red Faction as well. Being at school and stuff, you want to hide things from the teachers. One of our mates, Rocco, we'll just call him Rocco, bloody Rocco. He decides during the middle of class when the teacher's explaining something, walking around the class just to load up a game.
Yep.
Just, speakers on. Oh yeah, let's just play this. So the loading screen's on there, the teacher's like, "Oi, what are you doing? What's that?" "Oh, it's a screensaver, this." With the Red Faction loading, you're like, "Not a screensaver, you're playing Red Faction." I wish I could join you. But he was always funny like that. But yeah, you'd always try to like, it got to the point where some of the teachers would be alright with you playing games, as long as you finished your work though. Yes. So like, if you had whatever work you're doing, like if you were doing in the design and tech department, if you were in SolidWorks, for example, as long as you finish your work, you can play whatever you like. And it's funny because Halo's like, it's not a violent game, there's no blood or anything, but it's still a shooter. It's like, the teachers say, yeah, you can play that, it's alright. Good on them. But some of them weren't so accommodating.
Yeah.
But we don't like to remember those people. But yeah, browser games, Flash games, proxies. Proxies are very handy. I don't remember for what though, to be honest. Like proxies.
They just allowed you to get past some of the blocked websites.
Yeah.
So you could access some games.
I guess some of the games are just blocked just because of the website. Or even maybe like certain Google searches might have been blocked as well.
Yep.
For whatever reason. But yeah, do you remember any proxies?
No, I don't remember any proxies that were used
Me either.
back then.
Maybe did we go on Google and type in proxies and then find one that worked? Or I'm sure there was some that we just used.
Someone
that we just always use.
That we just use.
Some of the computers, depending on the network as well, they would like some websites would be blocked, some wouldn't. Like in the music room, I remember at least in the first couple of years I was there were barely any filters and proxies because it's like, oh, who uses a music room? No one.
Yeah.
But you just sneak on there and do some shit. And if you were like, depending where the teacher was standing and like, if you were like sitting at a computer where the computer was facing away from him, you try and do some shit, and some of your friends would laugh at what you're doing and try and make a racket and just, keep it down there. That was especially in the library, like during lunchtime and stuff. Like you try to sneak in some games and whatnot. Yeah. There was 2 rooms in the library actually. Eventually, there was there
was the main area,
the VCE area, which the computers faced the other way. So it was in a different room, but a lot of them were like on the wall. There actually wasn't that many in that room though.
No, there was a lot less.
There was probably like an L shape.
There was about 10-15 computers in
something
that
like
room.
that. Yeah, just all spread out sort of around the circumference. Yeah. Because they weren't really in rows like they were in the other main room.
Yeah. The computers were facing away from the teachers. So.
Yes, so you could do or play whatever you like.
Yep.
Whether it's looking up funny photos or playing games or what have you. But most of the time, it was just Halo. Because that was just it just worked. It was just fun. It was easy. The controls were easy.
Setting up the game was easy.
Very easy, and everyone played it, even the non-gamers.
Yes.
Because you see people playing. It's like, oh, I want to join in. Just access this game on this drive. Like I actually find it amazing that the IT people or person, Mr. Brooks, who reminds me of the G-Man in Half-Life for some reason. Because why? Because he looks like the guy from Modern Family.
Yep.
He's like a fat version of that guy, and that guy in Modern Family looks like the G-Man.
Yes.
What's his name? But anyway, I'm surprised they didn't really work it out or catch on, or maybe he didn't care. Maybe they just gave up. Because surely you could block it or something. I don't know.
Surely you could, but you probably just didn't try.
Maybe he was useless. Like I remember once I went to ask him for help in Year 7 for something, and he'd look at my computer for a second. And then he'd go and do something else. And he never came back.
Yep.
So probably just thought fuck these rotten kids. I've fucked my life sort of thing. But he didn't end up blocking what we were doing. Couldn't use search. Actually, funny story. I remember on because we had drives, our own sort of folders.
We had our own personal folders.
Our own personal folders, yeah. And in one of them, I had a folder called Memory Stick Shit. And they got flagged because of the word shit. So I went to his office one day and he's like, what's this, Memory Stick Shit folder? Delete that, or whatever. Couldn't you do that with just all the networks and find Halo?
Right.
Maybe he played it as well. Maybe that's why he didn't want to
do anything.
Yeah, exactly, because it's this game's fun, Because maybe he had a better computer in his office than all the other computers, or a laptop or something, or... Oh, do you remember, speaking of laptops, do you remember Rocco's laptop?
No, I don't remember Rocco's laptop.
Man, Rocco had this laptop from Year 6 or Year 7. It was a $2,000-$3,000 laptop at the time. It was a Pentium 4, 3 gig. It ran Doom 3 on Pi or something. It was absolutely amazing. I don't think he ever brought it to school though.
No.
But I guess he didn't have a reason to. We didn't have, this is before smartphones and stuff too. This is going way back.
Yeah.
But that was big, nice, thick, fat thing. That was better than the computers at school. But they were able to run Halo, which is all that mattered.
Yep.
And all the basic games too, Butches, Pocket Tanks. Which Pocket Tanks, I remember a little bit of. It was a 2D game. That you had tanks on either side.
Yep.
You got to try to shoot the other person or whatever.
Have multiple different weapons.
Oh, that's right. Upgrades or whatever.
Yep.
Probably different backgrounds and areas or whatever you want to call them. But we did this for years, just playing games with the computers.
Yep.
It's just fun. Like, what else is there to do?
Better than schoolwork.
Oh, exactly. But like that. Or even like you know, if you've got a free period.
Yep.
Because you know later on in VCE you'd have free periods and study periods they were called. Because you're supposed to go and study in the study rooms, which had computers. And if there's no teacher there, well, what do? You just fucking play games.
Yep.
Fantastic. And because you know there were study rooms around the school, or as you say, there was other people playing as well.
You just fire up a game and get
e-
playing.
Yeah, even if there's no server up, if you fire up the server, people will join you.
Yes.
Because eventually they're like, oh yeah, there's a game on, let's go. Just in case there was the odd person that didn't know how to set up a game or whatever.
Yeah.
Which, well, whatever. But I think it got to the point where each computer did have that shortcut to the drive as well.
Yeah.
Maybe on the desktop.
We had quite a few computers.
Yeah, it was like, because we'd go from room to room and like, you know, lesson to lesson, session to session. Like over the years and months, it just builds up and all just comes together very nicely. Well, I've gone through all my notes.
Oh,
that's not good. Well, it is because we've gone through everything we wanted to.
Yeah.
You know? But it's all just. The point is, just you know, if you have a spare moment in school and you can go on the computer, just play games.
Yep.
Whether it's Halo or a browser game or something you shouldn't be doing. It's all good fun.
Yep.
But yeah, like some of the Halo matches were incredible. Like just the amount of people you could have on there.
Yeah.
And even like some of the names people would come with for their things. Like I remember once, I think it was Cabs or someone else would name themselves Mr. Brooks.
Yep. Well, one of the teachers.
Yeah, exactly. Some of the teachers and just like just changing names or just funny names. And
yep.
Do remind me, was there a chat thing in Halo?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. So you play in the game and you just have a chat thing going.
Most likely there was.
I'd say
most multiplayer games these days do as well.
Yeah, so, like even just a chat box or whatever. Yeah, I think you're right.
So I would think the older games would have started that off.
Probably not in the lobby, but maybe in the game at least.
Yeah,
surely in the game. And I think you could well Command and Conquer you can choose whether you want to talk just with the lobby or with the team.
Yep.
Some of the Command and Conquers anyway. I think
some of the later ones.
Yeah, I think CC3.
CC3 definitely.
I don't think Generals had a chat, did it? I think it did.
Generals did have a chat.
Okay, but before then,
like Red Alert 1, Command, like CNC95.
Yeah, no,
definitely didn't.
Shame we didn't get much Command and Conquer playing on these computers, but I guess it's because of the whole like time factor.
Yeah.
Like setting up a base and this and that.
Yeah.
They're a little bit harder to play. Like some people.
It wasn't as fast paced.
No, definitely not. Like even though Command and Conquer is very fast paced, it's not that sort of game.
Yeah.
Like Halo or something. Like some of our mates are just useless at Command and Conquer too.
That's true.
Like Denver Bannock, who's a regular person on this podcast. He's absolutely useless at Command and Conquer. But
yes.
When you don't grow up with the game or just know how to sort of play it, I guess you're going to be shit. Like even Rocco as well.
Rocco's. Yeah.
He was a bit like. If there's 3 tiers of Command and Conquer players, he was in the bottom.
Yes.
And if I'm in the middle, and Mitchell's at the top.
Easily. Yeah.
And some people slot in between, like depending on your rankings and stuff. But regardless, if you're at the bottom one, you're shit.
Yeah.
They're the people that sort of get targeted first in the big free for all matches. It's like, Rabanek's only got a few buildings, we'll just fucking wipe it out. Bring a few tanks over or whatever. But yeah, we didn't play much Command and Conquer on school computers. I think we did try Warcraft 3 here and there. I remember seeing that on them.
We did definitely try that.
Because at the time that was sort of like a newish game as well. It was like, Warcraft 3, fuck yeah, sort of thing. Because it was XP, it works natively, this and that. But yeah, I didn't play that terribly much. Can you remember anything else? I don't really remember anything else that we played.
I don't remember many other games that we played on those school computers.
I guess it was just hard to sort of find ones that would work.
Yeah.
I guess because there had to be games you couldn't install.
Yes.
They had to be pre-cracked, patched, like in the folder.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the thing.
Had to work off a USB folder.
Exactly.
USB drive.
Yeah, USB or out of a folder. Yeah, you couldn't pop a CD and install the game.
Yeah.
And even if you could, it only worked on that computer. So that's why you had to have it like in a folder on a network drive, so everyone could access it. And, or copy it or whatever, like through USB or what have you. It had to be that. But yeah, Halo was on like a network drive somewhere in one of the servers in the school. So yeah, everyone accessed that and just played the same copy, which is pretty neat when you think about it.
Yeah.
Like you didn't have to have different copies of the game for different computers, which was really neat. Same with Black Hawk Down, that was the same deal. You just fold up, off you go. Same with Butches, Pocket Tanks. Yeah, Butches is a... We'll talk about that for a bit. Did you play that much?
No, I didn't actually play that one.
I didn't play that much either, to be honest, but I remember me and Steve-O played it for a bit. And it was just like, this top-down sort of thing where you walk around as like a cartoonish sort of character.
Yeah.
And you just shoot, and it just shoots like a bullet.
Yeah.
It was almost like a game that was made in Game Maker, pretty much. It was just something
pretty
like
much, yeah.
Yeah. But it was good because it was a network game. So it's like, if you're on the same network and you're all playing, I think you have like 5 or 6 people or whatever. But yeah, not quite as good as something like Halo, which is definitely we can do a whole episode on Halo, to be honest. I think we will in the future, because I've got a copy of it on PC. We'll have like the box here, and just fucking Halo. Fuck yeah. So, any other browser games you want to mention at all? Anything sort of memorable?
No, not really. No.
I didn't really play too many of them myself. Or if we did, it was just like really quickly for like 5 minutes, just because the teacher was coming, or you had to do some work or some bullshit like that.
It was just certain computer rooms weren't really accommodating.
Yeah, that's right. Either because of the way it was laid out, or just the computers, if they were good enough or not.
Yeah.
Because not all the computers were the same. Like they're all relatively similar. They all ran XP.
Yeah.
But some were better than others. Just the way it was set up, or when you got a school with hundreds of computers, you're trying to juggle them all and make them all run and this and that.
Yeah.
Make them all sort of block certain things, and then getting around it, and some you can, some you can't. But I think pretty much all of them were able to access and run Halo.
Yes.
Which is why it was just so popular. I guess like our entire year level was just on the Halo on the Halo buzz. It was wonderful. And even like a few year levels like below us, they would get on the Halo buzz as well, which is good. I would like to think that it's still going. I haven't really asked or checked.
But
I'll probably end up going to our 10-year reunion this year. I'll ask the teachers like, hey, do people still play Halo? Do you still play Halo? Well, hopefully they say yes. That would be nice. Well, we'll wrap things up there. Thank you for being on the Midnight Gaming Council, Woozie.
Good to be on.
Fuck yeah, this is actually your first episode.
Yes.
First time here. We did try a few months ago to film an episode, but everything just failed on us somehow.
Yeah.
It didn't record. That's what happened, for whatever reason. And then we had the pilot episode as well.
Yes.
Which hasn't been uploaded or recorded yet, but it will show up eventually. Maybe for the 100th episode, I'll upload that as the like the pilot thing, or 1 year anniversary, or what have you. But we'll have you on the podcast again soon. Or someone using the Midnight Gaming Council to talk about whatever it is, whether it's Halo or Command & Conquer or I don't know, Need for Speed Underground or something. Anyway,
some game,
some awesome game, because that's all we talk about here. It is just about games on the Midnight Gaming Council and nothing else. So we'll wrap things up there, and we'll catch you next time.
Catch you next time.
See you. Yeah, it's good. It's more so just to like that. It's good to get practice. We absolutely will. We'll definitely do that. We'll probably do that next. But yeah, we'll do that again. It really depends on like it depends how I want to do the episode, but we probably can.